And away to go from the 1600 metre marker. Last Tiger's right there, and Gingerbread Man is off to lead them. Sun on Africa. Dawn Calling's going around them with the white cap. There's three of them abreast. Last Tiger's now back in fourth, then Celtic Captain. Wild Wickets near the rail, about 7 lengths off the leader. They're starting to stretch out, then Dance on Air, and Legends in the back seat about 8 lengths off the leader. Gingerbread Man makes play out in front. On the outside, Dawn Calling, the blue cap at the rail, Sun on Africa. Last Tiger's fourth, Celtic Captain's back fifth. Then Wild Wicked and Dance on Air, and Legends the trailer. It's about 7 or 8 lengths off the leader. Gingerbread Man continues to lead it. It's gone there by 2 lengths. Sun on Africa's at the rail. Dawn Calling's the outside. Celtic Captain and Last Tiger travel together. Then Dance on Air and Wild Wicked. And at the back of the field is Legend. As they turn for home, Gingerbread Man leads it. On the outside, Dawn Calling, the first one to challenge. Sun on Africa's got the blue cap going through at the rail. Dance on Air between runners, and Celtic Captain's on the outside. Gingerbread Man now gets tackled by on the inside, Sun on Africa, and Celtic Captain becomes a big runner. Celtic Captain now and Sun on Africa, these are the two. They go eyeball to eyeball, but Celtic Captain comes into the lead. That's Celtic Captain and Sun on Africa. Celtic Captain won it, Sun on Africa second, close for third. Dance on Air is involved with Gingerbread Man. Celtic Captain number 1, Brandon Lorena, Mark Dixon. And they win it, the Captain L, number 1 pace 5:30. This one for Brian Bernard, who also has the second runner home trained by Dennis Bosch. It is Sun on Africa. So 1-2 for Brian Bernard, well done. Third will go to number 6, that's Dance on Air. Gingerbread Man will run into that fourth position. And they were followed by Dawn Calling, Last Tiger, Legend, and further back, Wild Wicked. Tote favourite was, well, they're both showing up at 320s, number 4 and 5. 4 and 5, so get that confirmed. But the winner is on the extreme right-hand side, Celtic Captain, with a white noseband, starts to drift from middle to in, and Sun on Africa is down the inside. There's not much to choose between the two at the line, but victory for number 1, Celtic Captain, who now becomes a 6-time winner for Patricia Devine Investments. Race 4. Next up, the 5th race, which will start off the jackpot. Back to the studio.
Well, it's a nice result for owner Brian Bernard, who's on course this afternoon. He had 2 runners in the race. They finished 1-2. Mark Dixon, the trainer of the winner, Celtic Captain, and Sun of Africa, trained by Dennis Sports. But let's get Mark into the office, and no fault of Mark, because you see it as it is. I mean, these horses talk to you. They're in your care, and that was your opinion, Mark.
Look, it's always easy to be transparent, but it's not always easy to be accurate. I mean, I was just saying to Brian, he missed his gallop last Saturday because of the rain. So I was reluctant to do it on Monday, but I galloped him on the grass on Monday, and then he absolutely blew the house down. And I thought, no, this horse is really going to need a run. And I said to Brian, I said, no, I'm sure he'll run well, but he's going to need the run, and the rest is history. But I'm just delighted to have my first winner for Brian and Victor and that. And thanks for sending me some horses to train. You can't do it without the ammunition. You've got something to work with, but I just want to, apologise to the guys. I was just saying it as it was, or what I thought it was, and got it wrong really. But I'm absolutely delighted. No, he's obviously, he's a bloody good horse, and he's travelled throughout and quick and well. Obviously very fresh, and maybe that's the way to run him now. But no, delighted.
It's a pleasant surprise, and you can take a lot of positives out of this, Mark. I'll say it, no fault of yours. You said it as it is, but the horse has delivered, and that's what matters. Well done.
No, thanks very much.
Well done to Mark Dixon. Let's get Brandon Lorena in, and Brandon, you're going to have to talk us through this. I know that you know the horse. You've partnered him 4 times prior to this. You actually won on him, and although Mark thought he'll need it, I mean, he was just full of heart today.
Yeah, look, I don't know if it's full of heart. Obviously, he came to the track not 100% ready. and maybe that caused him to hang in a little bit. But he's a type of horse that you don't want at the front too early. He does seem to give up once he thinks he's done the job. I don't think it's out of malice or to any degree of being naughty or anything. I think he just thinks that he's got the job done. Maybe a bit like me in the mornings at work.
Okay, let's come back to the closing stages of the race. You mentioned him ducking in. This run will bring him on a ton.
100%, and well done to Mr. Dixon and Haley. I think they've done a wonderful job with the horse. His back was a little bit tight and he had a few issues, and Mr. Dixon seemed to iron them out. So well done to him and well done to Victor, Uncle Brian, and the whole family. Lovely to be in these silks once again, and just very grateful for the opportunity.
That's what I was going to touch on next. You had a lot of success in these silks. Have they been kind to you?
Very kind, and I must say, while I'm on here, big thanks to Uncle Brian. Uncle Brian and Victor, they're great support when we were going through those hard times in Mauritius. I think Uncle Brian phoned as many people as he could to try and get us out of that situation. And, I just got to say a big thank you to him. Hopefully this, can just repay him a little bit for that effort that he done.
Before you leave us, you like anything else later on, Brandon?
These I got the Dazzler. It'll be really lovely to win that race for Mr. Goodman. I'm just hoping. I think he's got the ability. He just needs a bit of luck. And then Turf Conqueror in the last, I think, give him each way chance.
Thanks for that. Nice ride.
Thank you.
Well done, Brandon, Lorena. Let's get our good friend Brian Bernard in. He's here with the family. I see Mrs. Bernard, Yolanda on course as well. Brian, well done with this result, 1-2.
Yeah, thank you, Dee's a pleasant surprise. It's always nice if you can take off the check.
And this horse, whilst the stable were of the opinion that he'll need it, he's certainly come through well.
Yes, he has. Dee's Mark has done a very good job with him. He had a problem, I think, with his back, and Mark sorted it out. And also we've taken the blinkers off, so he's settled better now. And I wasn't surprised to see him win at all.
He's competed against the highest level in his career, Brian.
Absolutely. That's why I wasn't surprised at all to see him win this race.
Nice to have you in town this afternoon. Anything else that the trainer said, come along, Brian, you could have another winner?
Dee's, yeah, I think you must follow both my other horses. I think they'll be right there.
The one at the back, it's Iron Wolf.
Yeah, also be right there, I think.
Well, thanks for that, and nice to have the lovely missus on course as well. Is she still having her horses in training?
Yeah, she does have one or two still, Dee's, yeah.
Well, fantastic. Always a pleasure catching up with you, Brian, and well done with this exacta.
Thank you very much. And then just also very well done to Mark and the whole team at home. He's doing a sterling job. And of course to Brandon. Brandon was the ultimate pessimist, also saying the horse would need the run. So I think he's one of the most surprised ones that brought the horse home.
Well, the day is full of surprises, and hopefully it continues for the rest of the afternoon.
Thank you very much, Dees.
Well done to Brian, well done to Yolanda with number 1, CELTIC Captain. 1, 3, 6, and 7. That's the way they cross the line. Race number 4 up next will be jackpot time, and that's race number 5. Let's give you the time for that whilst we page through 14:40, 20 to 3.